G'day. Today I'm going to show how to quickly set up Hugo for AWS in order to have the files being generated and work with S3 and work with Cloudfront. So first I'm going to install Hugo, of course. Brew Install Hugo. Shouldn't take long to install. I do have another video on how to install Brew if you haven't done that before. I'm going to pour out here. Now I'm in my workspace folder, and you can create any folder you like for where you're going to stick websites and so forth. So now we're going to create the website, or basically the framework for the website. So for this one it's going to be my Kaizen Tech Talk. All done. So we'll CD into that. Okay, the main file we're going to edit is config.toml. Soon when I create the Hugo-D, it's going to create a public folder where all the data and websites get stored. When I set this up for using AWS code for the Git basically on AWS, I'm going to create two Git repositories, one for the one we've got here, which I'll do now since we're talking about it, and the second one will be within that public folder. And this allows me to use the pipelines within AWS. So once I do the Git push within just the public folder, then that'll automatically be deployed to my S3 bucket, and then Cloudfront will automatically pick that up. But I'll do that in the next video. Okay, we've got our website going. Now I'm going to edit the config file just while I've got it here. Okay, so title, again, there's lots and lots of configuration files you can put in here for many different themes, not for Hugo. So for this, Kaizen Tech Talk. Okay, now the most important one is, or two actually, so I've got them down here. For the theme, which is what we're about to install next. I'll stick that in there. But this is the key compatibility setting. Ugly URLs equals true. Once that's turned on, it will break some themes, so you need to keep an eye on it. If URLs, links don't work within the theme, you might need to modify them to work with the ugly URLs. But the key point is normally Hugo, when you create a post, it creates a folder for that post, and it expects the index.html file within that folder to be automatically loaded by the web server. That doesn't work with S3 and with Cloudfront. You need to specify the exact file, or object in their case, within that folder. So the ugly URLs will mean it won't create a folder for every post. It'll then create a .html for each post, and I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, so we'll save that. Now we will need to, of course, put that submodule in there, or the theme that we're going to use. All this stuff is on the Quick Start Hugo webpage. And now if we just generate the website. Okay, so we've got, well, we should actually create a post so it actually shows up. Silly me. Okay. Now if I create it, okay, so we have in the public a posts.html, and most importantly in the posts folder we have Hugo for AWS.html. So this one here would normally be a folder, and everything would be collected within that folder, which is really neat and tidy, I will admit. But unfortunately for the AWS service, until Amazon changes it so that it will look for a default object within each folder object, yeah, for now we need to use the ugly URLs for it to work. And that way when we use the, if I go to posts.html, or if I want to load it up, we should see the link directly to the post. Kaizen Tech Talk. Where is the AWS post? What do you mean not found? Okay, where are we? Hugo for AWS. Back up. And here we are. So it's doing /posts/Hugo for AWS.html. Again, without the ugly URLs, it would be /post/Hugo for AWS/, and then everything would be in that folder on that side of things. So that's pretty much the only setting, but do be aware that general Hugo themes will assume that everything is just a folder and stuff is in the folder. And when I've had to install themes, I've just had to modify a few of the links that the theme would normally expect to specify the .html rather than just a slash. Okay, we're all good to go. Everything else in Hugo will work as normal, and in the next video I'll show how to use the Git side of things to bump that up to AWS and then link it across to S3 and then to Cloudfront.